we sell it in the market. All right. So if you look at it, all four packages, you have a standard module, which is the document management. In other words, if people buy build, if people buy glue, if people buy design, they will get docs for free. All right. There's three common things that people can get, regardless whichever modules they buy. Whichever packages they buy. They will get document management, they will get the dashboard, they will get the admin rights. Admin right, it means that project admin and also the account admin. The rest of things you can look at it here. Design, glue, build, and so on. Later we'll explain more in details on this kind of thing. I will share out these slides to you guys. But there are some images in there. I haven't put in the source yet, so I will try to clean it up before I send it to you guys. Alright. Okay. Now, what is this? What happened to duplicate? Okay. Now, let me quickly share to you guys what is the difference, what is changes. Now, BIM 360 docs, existing customer, alright. BIM 360 docs. Let's talk about new customer first. If people buy BIM 360 docs, you don't have RFI and submittals anymore in the package, alright. But those existing customers that they're already using docs, okay, they have the RFI and submittals access, which is what we call as a project management module. Okay, so now the clause here is existing customer, they still can access the RFI and submittals as long as they keep renewing their subscriptions for the docs. Okay, so as long as they keep renewing, they will have the RFI and submittals access in their BIM 360 docs package. Now, BIM 360 design, last time we called it as a C4R. We use BIM 360 team as a platform. It's quite detached and it's quite standalone. Now we put everything into we put everything into docs. You upload your central models into docs. Okay. Now, the existing customer, okay, they can continue to use their C4R and to use the BIM 360 team because they have a live project, they have an ongoing project inside there. Alright. But at the same time, they can have access to BIM 360 design. Okay, that means that existing customer of your C4R customer, they will have a C4R access and BIM 360 design access. Now, BIM 360 design they can access through 2018.3 and onwards, which is 2019 and 2018.3. And for people to use the C4R, they can use 2018.3 and below, right? 18, 17, 16, and so on. Now, customer always asks, hey, you got a new platform. Do you have an app to transfer all our data in? The answer is no. Right? We are developing one, but what can I tell you is this transfer app, it will only transfer your data, but not the information. Right? Whatever markups and comments in your team, it will not transfer. Whatever settings in terms of the editor, viewer, admin, those kind of email ID and so on, it will not transfer. It will only transfer the data.
Will it transfer the folder structure?
We don't know. We have to wait for the release. Alright. The product team is working on that apps. Regardless, you can tell the customer continue to use C4R if they want to. Yesterday we met up with one customer. They have the same situation. They're using C4R and then they want to use design. So one of our advice to them is saying that if you are during the design stage, continue to use the C4R. By the time the design is locked, you move to the construction or you move to the pre-con that doesn't require central file anymore. You transfer all your data into docs and start to use the docs for the construction management and so on. Alright, those are one of the options you can tell the customer. Or otherwise, they can stay in the C4R for their existing project, new project, go into design. They can do that as well. Alright. Now, whichever they buy the BIM 360 design, document management is in there, okay, which is the BIM 360 docs. Now, design, new versus old. What is the big change and what is our selling point? One platform, all right. There's no more multiple platform. Our collaboration is much stronger. I will show to you what is packaged, what is consumed, what is reviewed, what is reused, and so on. We have better permission control. In team, we only have 3 admins, editor, and viewer. but in docs we have 5 levels. Download viewer, view and upload, view upload edit, view upload edit control, and upload only. So we have those kind of things. I think you guys are pretty familiar with that. Now, BIM 360 glue. We called it glue last time. We still call it as a glue now. One thing that you guys need to know that BIM 360 glue, if you guys have access, you can see the new generation of BIM 360 glue is still under preview stage. Preview stage means that the features is pretty much is finalized, but we still try to improve that before we officially release that. But existing customer, new customer, they already can access the new glue and the classic glue at the same time. All right. Now, I put a very strong remark there. I can say what I put in there. I said that it's a stronger. The workflow is getting stronger. It means that last time our glue is very detached and it's very manual way we manage it. Now the workflow is much better. All right, we'll talk about the workflow later. Now, glue versus old. I already mentioned about this thing. Clash detection is automated now. It's no more manual. Build. Last time we called it as the BIM 360 field. All right. Existing customer, you can access the classic field or you can access the new view. All right, they have the choice to do that. But one thing that you guys need to know, classic and the new, for each project they only can choose whether they want to use classic or they want to use the new. They cannot use 2 concurrently in one project. All right, in their account, let's say that they have 5 projects. They can choose 3 under classic, 2 under new. They can do that. Alright, but you cannot say that, hey, I have a project called AA Tower, and this AA Tower I want to use classic and new at the same time. It's not possible to do that. Alright, so now in build, we have the project management modules in there, which is the RFI and submittals is in there. Alright, it makes more sense because build is meant for construction stage, and normally RFI and submittal, normally we use that during construction. Document management is in there, all right? So build, what can I say here is, especially in the items number 4, we are still in the preview stage. We are trying to improve that based on the feedback, based on the feedback from the customer and so on. Later I will share to you how the customer can give a feedback to our product team. We are trying to develop a stronger platform. All right, compared to the classic BIM 360. Now, when we talk about BIM 360, there's one major issue that people are quite concerned or questions about our cloud security. Where we are seated at, where is our servers located, what is the info, how is our security, how many levels is that, do we have auto backup and so on. Now, all those kind of answer you can get it from the top 3 link there: trust, health, and also the security trust. The first one is just a very basic information telling you that, hey, our server is based on what kind of services, where it's located, and so on. Security, it will tell you a very general information, like for example, we have how many layers of security, we are using what kind of securities at the back end there. I'm not an IT person, so whichever thing you can copy and paste from this info. The second one, health.autodesk.com. This is the platform or the website for you to go in to check if our server is down or degraded or is working up well, all right, or it's under maintenance, or if any scheduled maintenance is there. So we always ask the customer to go into the health.autodesk.com, always check if there's any maintenance going on this week, next week, and the following months, and so on.
Yeah, and these are the kinds of info that you're probably going to have to be equipped with when your customer asks about the reliability of the services. So this is one way of showing them how transparent we are right now with our cloud services. You're going to get comments like, is it 100% reliable? How often is it down? It comes up with a dashboard on how often
our downtime.
Yeah, downtime is.
What is the guaranteed uptime?
Reliability.
That's the most common questions customer ask. If the customer asks this kind of thing, I don't even have the answer. All you need to do is you ask them to sign the NDA, and I let the backend team to respond to
Is
it.
it in the end user license agreement?
No, it's in one of the reports here, which is they need NDA to access. All right. There's two things over here. Okay. One is available for the public, which is we are compliant to 3 types of ISO. You can go in and look at the white papers and so on. You can download the white papers and so on. There's a second part here that requires your customers to sign in the NDA, right? Non-disclosure agreement, right? Whichever questions that we cannot answer in public, they need to sign NDA, especially the questions, what is our commitment to our user? What is the downtime? How many % of that on our commitment? All these, they need to sign an NDA. What you need to do here is, if you have those kind of questions, contact the sales or the Autodesk TS. Autodesk TS will route the questions to a team called Cloud Security Evangelist. I'm one of the members in there, and right now I'm requesting, I'm the contact point for the ASEAN, and I want them to train me to specialize on few products. I'm requesting that one right now. Now, they will route to us, and we will send an NDA form. Your customer need to sign, and they send it back to us, and then we will start to communicate with the customer on what is the information they need and so on. All right. Now, these are a couple of things that I want to highlight.
So one question. How about the speed? But right now there are few users on the dock right now. What if it's growing and then will the speed drop?
Will they have any problem about the speed?
Okay.
Because the cloud service right now.
All right. We have 2 servers. I think everyone aware that we have the US server and also the Europe server. Right. Most of the time we attach to the US server. There's couple of things about the Europe server. One is for us to route to Europe server is slower. The other thing is the updates in the Europe server is slower than US. Frequently you will see that we have a new features in the US server, like for example the docs in US server, we have a new features, but they're not releasing it for the EMEA market. So they will release that maybe 2 weeks later or a month later, because they need to sort out some of the technical background there. Now, we have the backend team. We have the backend team that keep monitoring in terms of the speeds and in terms of the performance. As of now, the server we still can cope with the speed yet, because the backend we are using the AWS server, the Amazon server. So at this moment, we still able to cope up with the users throughout the global. Now, our commitment here is if we have enough users in ASEAN or in APAC level, they will start to consider if they want to develop a new server in ASEAN country or in APAC level. At this moment, we don't have that reason yet, because the internet speed or the access, the speed is still maintained in the well position.
What's recommended or suitable speed that we should tell our customers? I mean, safe recommendation. Is that something that you often get, right? Bandwidth, how much?
I'll pull up the information later on. During the tea break or during the lunch break, I found out the information for you guys. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 10 meg. The optimal, I think, is 10 meg. I think lowest you can go like 5 meg to get the access. Most of the time I'm using 4G to do a presentation. I don't see any issue. But of course, my models is only 50 megs to 100 megs. Your customer might be up to 500 megs to 600, 700 megs. They need a bigger bandwidth on that one. Later I'll pull out the information. It's better for us to use the official's recommendations to show to your customer instead of giving them a blunt information out from the sky. Right? Now, there are a few things about the BIM 360. We notice a lot of people present the BIM 360 as a product. Right? We tell a customer, hey, go into BIM 360. This is where you can click the issue. This is where you can do a version compare. This is where you can upload your files. You can go build, this is how you do a checklist, this is how you do a report. This is not the way how we convince the customer. I can tell you that our BIM 360, if you compare with our competitor products, all right, we are sucked if we product by product. That means that if you want to compare our BIM 360 docs with our competitor, all right, we are sucked. But if you use the overall workflow by using docs, glue, build, designs, and so on, we are the strongest in the market because we have an entire workflow that covers from design up to the construction stage at this moment. So always present them in the workflow.
So what you're saying here is, whenever we talk about BIM 360, we always have to talk about it in the whole context of the platform, right?
Yes.
So this is starting to become a true blue common data environment for us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Like for example, if you meet up with a contractor, you ask them, hey, how you communicate with the subcon, right? Is it through paper? Is it through email? And then you start to pinpoint or highlight the pain points. Like for example, paper, all right? They still need to do a pen and paper. They need to do a scanning. Subcon, they receive the paper or they receive an email. Does anyone read emails? There's no one reading emails there. So you ask them about the workflow, then you start to map it down. Like for example, if you meet up with a contractor, it's not necessary for you to show it to them the BIM 360 design because they don't use that. But you might want to show it to them, say that, hey, this is how you set the workflow, this is how you set the folder structure. The reason here is you have a lot of subcon, you don't want A subcon to delete subcon B drawings and so on, you have a better permission over there. Look, now, previously people don't read emails and people get frustrated because they cannot find the emails. People are not responding, but look, our RFI submitters, we have a workflow, we have a due date, we have a attention, we have a reviewer, we have a checklist and so on. This is where you can keep track. Normally contractor, you have a site meeting with the subcon. You can pull out the report in our BIM 360. You can see, you can monitor, you can use our report for the discussion for the site meeting. So you blend our BIM 360 into their workflow. If you meet up the consultant, you ask them, hey, do you use BIM 360, do you use Revit? Do you use central file? How do you use central file? Do you communicate with the internal? Do you communicate with the external? If the internal, it's not necessary for you to show them design anymore because it doesn't make sense for them to use design because everything is in-house. But they said that, hey, I have my design team is in Philippines. I have my manager is always travel. I have my BIM team which is in Vietnam. Then that is where you propose to them the BIM 360 design. Always mention to them saying that, hey, this is what you are doing right now. People cannot access, people need VPN, people need certain panel to go in. But this is how we can use the cloud solution to do that. Owners, you ask them, hey, what is your main issue? Consultant are not giving you the drawings. You are not updated, you don't know what is going on, you don't know what is the status. So, hey, this is how BIM 360 works. You have a dashboard to look at the whole view, you have a better control this kind of thing. Look, you always tell them that this is the workflow. At the end of the day, you tell them that, hey, this is what our BIM 360 can help out in their workflow. We are not changing their workflow, we just help them to streamline the workflow. Now, this is a summary on what is going on. Document management, tell them that the folder structure can help them upload your Revit model to the cloud, and then during the cloud models, you can do markup, issue control, version compare. You tell them saying that, hey, most of the time during design stage, you have keep versioning going on. How you keep track last time? You might be saying that, hey, my Revit model is abtower.rvt v1, and then you have version 2, you said that abtower-v2.rvt, and then keep going on and keep going on and keep going on. So you can see people are changing the file name to manage the version control. But in docs, you guys know that we don't need to change the file name, right? We can keep uploading, and everything will be keep track. All right, we know who is going on, what is going on. We have a log file. If anything, we have a dispute, anything goes wrong, we go to the log file to check that. All right, if you collaborate with other consultants, all right, we have a ready package, we have a link. How you guys link with the structure model last time? You have to wait the structure engineer to send you the models, right? It's very, very manual, and you have to wait them. All right, you have to back them for the models and so on. But now, if you are using the design, all right, everyone is uploading the central file. You can access to the models directly, immediately, and live. And then you are using the same documents for the construction phase, for the detailing, site management. People are using pen and paper. Now you use the digital. And then RFI submittals workflow is already there, and then you have a dashboard to show what is going on and so on. So those are common things that you start to show or present to the customer. Now, there's one biggest mistake that everyone thinks that, hey, BIM 360 is for BIM, right? Which is totally wrong, all right? You can see a customer, if the customer say that, hey, I don't use Revit, I only use DWG, can you propose them the BIM 360 platform? The answer is yes, all right? Our documents still accept DWG, we still accept PDF, you still can do a markup issue management by using our docs, right? Why we want to control ourselves just to show it to our BIM customer, right? Any AutoCAD user out there, you can propose to them and you can show it to them, hey, you got the benefits from here, all right? Our BIM 360 build, it's not necessary for us to use 3D model. We can use DWG, we can use PDF to do that. BIM 360 is a workflow platform, it's not a BIM platform, all right? Now, common thing, common mistake. Now, we always think that, okay, when we do a presentation, we always show it to customer, hey, you're using C4R, you're using BIM 360 design, let me show it to you in Revit. We click collaborate and then we send our models to go to the cloud. Now, this is the biggest mistake that you show to the customer live, how you send your models to the cloud. Because one is the internet connection, second thing here is there will be a silent moment where everyone will wait the models to be finished. If you get a nasty customer, they will keep pinpoint you and asking, hey, is it done, is it done, is it done, is it done, show it to me. All right, this is a very common response from the customer. And by the time they say, hey, why so slow, what happened, all right, where's the model? By the time you upload it, you go to BIM 360 docs, you cannot even see your models yet because it's not updated yet. All right, those are common questions or the common mistakes. So now, what you need to do here is you just need to show them the tab, right? Don't show them the live. If you really want to click collaborate, send the models to the cloud, you can click, but immediately go to the doc, you say that, look, while waiting for the models to be uploaded, I showed to you my past project or my sample project. Move on, all right? Don't wait the things to be completed or done. Now, we rely too much on the internet, all right? We click one button, we wait, we click second button, we wait, we click third button, we wait. What I suggest to you, or what we suggest to you here is open a few tabs in your browser, let the thing reload first, all right? Open up your glue, open up your build, open your checklist, open your issues, all right? Open up everything, all right? Let them load at the back there. So when you're doing presentation, you're changing the tab, you're not changing the screen. You understand that? All right, this is how you guys do it. And always have a backup plan. PowerPoint, videos, those are the backup plan that you need to do. If you go to the customer office, your docs is not working, all right? Internet is not working. Immediately show them the PowerPoint, immediately show them the videos, all right? Always at the bad person. If it doesn't work, I always blame saying that, hey, I'm the beta user, something goes wrong with my beta access. Or I can say that, hey, the internet here, I don't know why it's not working.
It's part of a basic pre-sale skill set. Yeah.
So those are the things. You need to find an excuse, all right? So that you don't tell a customer how bad the thing is because you're using 4G. Alright, sometimes customer giving you access to internet Wi-Fi, but it's only a Mac or 2 Mac. It will cause you a lot of problems with that. Alright, and then there's number 4. We show too much to the customer. To contractor, we show them the design, we show them the collaboration tool, we show them a lot of things, which is not necessary for them. So the most important thing here is understand their workflow, how they're doing it, and react accordingly. Now, always communicate with the customer. Alright, BIM 360 is a cool place for you to make customer agree what is their pain point at that point. You say that, hey, you guys read emails, you guys don't read emails, right? Same thing. Okay, so like, for example, if they're using WhatsApp group, if anyone using WhatsApp group to manage the site, to manage the construction, a lot of people are doing that, using the WhatsApp group. But you guys read whatever the message is there, you guys are not reading it. So those are the pain points that you need to show customer. You tell customer, hey, have you ever received a latest drawing every day from the consultant? You are not. Alright? Now, the other thing, BIM 360, sometimes we need to use our iPhone or iPad or Android to show that. Always use the mirroring app. Alright? Like for example, for myself, I like to use the AA server because directly from the AA server, I can from PowerPoint immediately show up my iPad just by a click. I don't need to change my cable, I don't need to change my screen or whatsoever. Alright, I can immediately show up from my iPad, click on it, I do everything, and then immediately go back to my PowerPoint. Alright, those are the things that you guys need to know and you guys need to prepare, because this is not our perpetual license, it's not our standalone license anymore. We will rely on the mobile, we rely on the internet. So you need to do a certain backup or the prepare beforehand. Now, let's look a little bit details on the entitlement. Alright, this is a most common issue, and we receive a lot of not complaints, but a lot of feedback from the customer. Existing BIM 360 team or the C4R user, all right? We tell to the public saying that, hey, existing customer, you can get access to the docs for free. You can get access to the BIM 360 design for free. Now, we have 3 conditions here. Those BIM 360 team users or the customer, you need to understand or ask them, are they existing BIM 360 users as well? Do they have doc, do they have glue, do they have fill, do they have plan, or what kind of BIM 360 product? Are they using that? The answer is yes or no, right? So, existing customer of BIM 360 team, they don't have BIM 360 account. What you need to do here is you need to go to the manage.autodesk.com, click the link and register. I'll show you more in details later on. The second option, or the second feedback, if you ask the customer, do they have a BIM 360 account, they say yes. I'm using glue at the same time. So you tell them that no, you don't need to do anything. Go back to your BIM 360 account. You should be able to see the BIM 360 design or the document management is in there. Alright? If it's not, then it's an issue. Alright? Yesterday I asked you guys, existing C4R user, do you have the design access? Most of you here don't have. Alright? There's a few steps you need to do. I will go through with you guys what you guys need to do in terms of the partners level. Now, we'll see for BIM design FAQ. Alright, so those are the things that you need to do. Now, entitlement. This is what I mentioned earlier on. Docs. If existing doc user, they still have the project management as long as they continue to renew. Now, my question is, what is the contents for the project management? Anyone can answer? Yep. Alright, cool. You can pick whatever things you want.
So he can choose, huh?
You can bring Noah as well.
No. So whatever you want. Passport holder.
There is a passport holder. Those are very limited.
It's a luggage tag, if I'm not mistaken.
Now,
yeah, go for it.
glue entitlement. Oh, he picked the biggest one. Alright, so classic glue users or the glue customer, they can access classic glue and the new glue. It will automatically reflect in your account admin. Alright, they don't need to do anything. You will see the reflections over there. Fill same thing. Fill they will entitle build, and then you can see it will reflect in the account admin automatically. Alright, you don't need to do anything. They don't need to do any setup. The tricky part is the BIM 360 team and C4R existing customer. Now, this is summary on the entitlement. I will share out this slide to you guys. Okay, what they can get with the team, what they can get with the C4R, what they can get with the docs, glue, and fill. All right, new subscribers. All right, so now we go through how to activate, how to register. What is the common mistake that you guys make when you help the customer to register? All right. Now, what is site name? What is account manager? What is account admin? All right. I realized that there are still few people in this room are still using the word hub. Right? Hub is for BIM 360 team. Do not use that anymore. All right. We call it as a site name. We call it as an account name. All right. It's not a hub anymore. All right. It's common, okay, because we are changing. People are still using the old term, which is all right. But this is a one message to the customer saying that, hey, this is what you need. Now, C4R user, all right, or if they purchase BIM 360 design, how to activate that? As usual, they raise the PO, you lock in order, immediately you go to the manage.autodesk.com, you should be able to see this kind of entitlement, right? You guys familiar with the manage.autodesk.com, right? You can see your Revit, you can see your AC collection and so on. You have additional tab which is BIM 360 design. Go in there, you will be able to see your contract number, alright, your contract details and so on. Now at the bottom there have one link. They say that click here to activate access to the new BIM 360 design. You click on that one, it will bring you to the web form. Fill up the web form, alright, the name, email, company name, contract number and so on, blah blah blah, and click activate. Now, there are a few things that you need to know on here. Do not use this web form if you're not the account manager, alright? There's a comment, alright? You're not the account manager, you don't register. But if you look at on the second one, alright, if you are existing BIM 360 user or the existing BIM 360 customer, for example, alright, I have my docs, I'm using my docs, I'm using my glue. Do not fill up this form, alright? It will automatically reflect it in your account, okay? Let me repeat. If I'm the existing docs user, glue user, field, or whatever BIM 360 BIM 360 software or the apps, alright, do not use this form to activate, because if you activate that, you will create, there's a couple of issues, alright. You will have multiple site name, you have causing an errors at the back end of our system. Now, the third one, if you are using Revit 2018.2 or earlier, you don't need to activate your BIM 360 design anymore, because you are using C4R. There's a different way to activate your C4R. Go back to the old ways. How you activate your hub, alright? How you create your hub, how you invite the BIM 360 team in there, alright? Now, those are the things that you need to know. Now, there's one thing here, activation scenario, okay? BIM 360 designs, anyone purchase the BIM 360 design, and they have a BIM 360 HQ account. It means that if they are existing customer, remember I said that if I'm the existing doc user, do not use that form to register. Alright? So, if I buy a new one, I'm the existing doc user, I bought BIM 360 design. What should I do? Alright? Customer will contact you guys, the partners. Okay? The partners will have to access your partner center. Go to the right hand side, click on my cases. Click on get support. Okay? And go into the get support, submit an order, create a case, fill up the information. Okay? Now, look at here. Everything is pretty standard. The SAP order number, contract number, and so on. There's two things is very important here. The site admin email and also the site name. Right? This is the site name, so-called your hub. Okay?